The off-season chess match continues, Habs fans, and today's development comes with a twist that challenges everything we thought we knew about the Canadiens' pursuit of a second-line center. While the hockey world has been buzzing with speculation linking Montreal to Pavel Zacha of the Boston Bruins, the always reliable Elliotte Friedman has stepped forward to pour cold water on that narrative, revealing that the Canadiens may never have been serious players in the Zacha sweepstakes at all. And honestly, when you dig beneath the surface, this revelation tells us something profound and important about the strategic vision Kent Hughes is executing with quiet, relentless precision. Let's start with Zacha himself, because the player deserves his moment in this story. The 29-year-old Bruins center is coming off the best season of his NHL career, a genuinely impressive campaign that saw him record 30 goals and 65 points in 78 games. Combined with his affordable $4.75 million AAV and his ability to contribute in every situation, winning faceoffs, killing penalties, driving offense, Zacha has emerged as one of the most attractive trade candidates in the entire league this offseason. Nearly every team has checked in on him. According to Friedman, a testament to how valuable a proven, affordable, two-way center truly is in today's NHL landscape. The fit with Montreal, on paper at least, appeared almost too logical to dismiss. Zacha sliding in behind Nick Suzuki as a legitimate second-line center, providing the kind of reliable two-way presence that Martin's St. Louis system demands, addressing the most persistent organizational need of the entire offseason. The narrative wrote itself, and many of us, including some of the most respected voices in the hockey media landscape, assumed the Canadiens were quietly pursuing this option behind the scenes. But Friedman's words cut through the speculation with surgical precision. I kind of thought one of them might be Montreal, but I had a couple of people deny that. When Elliotte Friedman has people actively denying a rumor, that denial carries genuine weight. This isn't a team playing coy or negotiating to the media. This is a front office that appears to have made a clear, deliberate decision to stay out of the Zacha conversation entirely. And here is where the story becomes genuinely fascinating, because understanding why the Canadiens aren't pursuing Zacha tells us far more about Kent Hughes' strategic philosophy than any trade he could actually complete. Consider the Zacha profile through the lens of Hughes' established priorities. Zacha is 29 years old, with 1 year remaining on his current contract. Even if Boston is open to moving him, any acquiring team would be taking on a player who becomes a free agent next summer, an unrestricted agent who will command a significant long-term extension in a market where proven two-way centers are extraordinarily scarce. The price to acquire him from Boston would be substantial, given Don Sweeney's clear preference to keep him, and the subsequent extension negotiation would drive the total cost even higher. Hughes has been remarkably consistent on this point throughout the entire offseason. He has consistently targeted younger players whose age and development trajectory align with the Canadiens' championship window. Nico Hischier, 26 years old. Mason McTavish, 23 years old. Kirill Marchenko, 25 years old. Bo Horvat, while slightly older, is a current captain in his prime years. The pattern is unmistakable. Hughes wants players who can grow with the core, who will be at their peak when Suzuki, Caulfield, Demidov, and Slavkovsky are all simultaneously producing at elite levels. Zacha, at 29, with 1 year left on his deal, doesn't fit that template. He's not a bad player. He's actually a very good player. But he represents a different kind of acquisition. A short-term rental dressed up in slightly longer clothing, a player whose costs and assets and subsequent contract demands might not align with the value he provides over the specific window the Canadiens are targeting. There's also the matter of the rivalry, that ever-present, historically charged dynamic between the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins. While we've discussed at length the pragmatic argument for setting aside historical animosities in the pursuit of competitive advantage, it appears that in the case of Zacha, the rivalry isn't even the primary obstacle. The strategic fit simply isn't there for Hughes, regardless of geography or jersey color. This is actually a reassuring signal for those who trust the process that Hughes has been building. A general manager who chases every available option, who reacts to every rumor and pursues every available player regardless of fit, is a general manager operating from desperation rather than vision. Hughes is demonstrating the opposite, a clear, unwavering commitment to a specific type of acquisition, a refusal to be seduced by a player who looks good on paper but doesn't perfectly serve the long-term plan. The Bruins, for their part, appear perfectly content to let the situation develop at their own pace. Sweeney has consistently indicated that extending Zacha remains Boston's preferred outcome, and with the player coming off a career season, the Bruins have every incentive to lock him up long-term rather than sell at the deadline of the summer negotiation. If the extension happens, the trade market closes entirely. If it doesn't, the asking price will be extraordinary. Either way, the Canadiens appear to have already made their calculation and moved on. The organizational focus remains laser-sharp. Find a younger, long-term center who fits the timeline, or explore wing upgrades that can be acquired on terms that make strategic sense. With over $14 million in cap space and free agency now open, the options are real and the flexibility is genuine. The Zacha story, ultimately, it's not really about Zacha at all. It's about the discipline of a front office that refuses to deviate from its vision, even when the pressure to act, to make any move to address an obvious need, is at its most intense. Every team and every fan base wants the immediate fix, the splashy signing, the blockbuster trade that generates headlines and excitement. Hughes is playing a different game, a longer game, a game built on patience, precision, and an absolute refusal to compromise the franchise's future for short-term gratification. So, Habs Nation, what do you make of Montreal's apparent disinterest in Zacha? Do you trust Hughes' disciplined approach? Or do you think the Canadiens are being too selective in a market that offers few ideal options? Is the strategic rationale sound? Or is this a missed opportunity that we'll regret when the season begins? And with free agency now open, who becomes a primary target? Sound off in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in because the most consequential moves of this offseason may still be ahead. We are the Canadiens. We are disciplined. We are determined. And our pursuit of the Stanley Cup is as relentless as ever. Go Habs, go.